Okay, so when free agency started, I had a plan where I would talk about free agency when it was over. But there has been one team that I just have to talk about now, and that is the Chicago Bulls. I just want to talk about, this is the start of a new series. How good can they be? So, in today's episode, I am going to be talking about how good the Chicago Bulls can be next year. I'm going to go over some of their signings and just how good I think they can be next year. So, let's get right into it. So, for the first half of the season last year, the Chicago Bulls were very bad. That was until the trade deadline when they got Nikola Vucevic, marking a dynamic duo of Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. Now, they still weren't very good the second half, mind you, but they were looking good coming into next season. With LaVine and Vucevic, they're going to have a fresh year. And this offseason, they acquired Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is great for the Chicago Bulls. This whole time throughout free agency, even before free agency in the middle of the playoffs, Lonzo Ball was rumored to sign with the Bulls. Now, with Lonzo on the Bulls, they have an all-star center in Nikola Vucevic, along with Zach LaVine, obviously, and a great facilitator, great playmaker, and an above-average shooter in Lonzo Ball. And that's one thing the Bulls have been needing for the past couple years. I don't think Kobe White cuts it. Lonzo Ball was great for the Chicago Bulls, and now with the duo of Zach LaVine, this team looked like they can honestly be playoff contenders. But just when we thought that they were done, it gets crazier. Just yesterday, the Chicago Bulls signed DeMar DeRozan. Now, right now, I don't have the exact contract. I think it was 3 years, $85 million. They signed DeMar DeRozan. That's crazy. DeMar DeRozan was rumored to sign with the Chicago Bulls, but I never thought anything of it. I always thought that the Mavericks would be his number one, and then the Heat would be the number two, and I thought that he had a better chance of re-signing with the Spurs than coming to the Bulls. But it happened. Now this team is going to be crazy. They have Lonzo Ball, who's a great playmaker. They have Nikola Vucevic, who's a great big man. We've seen how well Lonzo worked with Zion. They have an athletic shooter in Zach LaVine, so he can either throw lobs or dish it to him in the corner. And they have DeMar DeRozan, who's very athletic. So Lonzo's assist numbers are going to be insane. And overall, this team, I think that they're going to gel well. DeRozan is kind of a weird fit for the Bulls, but I mean, hey, it's skill. And here's a look at their starting lineup next year, potentially. Lonzo Ball at the point guard, Zach LaVine at the 2, DeMar DeRozan at the 3, Patrick Williams at the 4, and Nikola Vucevic at the 5. Now, this is their starting lineup if they don't sign anyone else. Because other than Lauri Markkanen, they don't have anyone else big that they need to sign. So this starting lineup's already great. And now, yes, the Bulls did have to give up something for DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls had to give up Thaddeus Young, but they got to keep their young and improving power forward. Yes, he did have a down year. Thaddeus Young had a better year in Lauri Markkanen. But Lauri Markkanen coming off the bench is great for them, along with Kobe White and the GOAT, who they also picked up in free agency, Alex Caruso. Overall, this starting lineup looks really good. The main weakness you can look at as being, you could think that their shooting's a little below average, but it's not terrible. Lonzo Ball has proved his worth as a shooter, especially this year. He has really stepped up as a shooter. Zach LaVine has always been a great shooter. The same with Nikola Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan's shooting's not really his thing, but he can knock down a 3 or 2. And Patrick Williams is And finishing-wise, LaVine and DeRozan are the best at their position at what they do from finishing-wise. And Nikola Vucevic can still get you buckets in the paint. And to wrap off this starting lineup, you have the facilitator, the playmaking point guard, Lonzo Ball. Overall, this starting lineup looks really good. Like I said, the DeRozan signing was a little bit of a weird. It might not fit. But I mean, skill is skill, and the Chicago Bulls look really good next year. I think playoffs is a lock, but can they? Can they maybe be dark horse contenders and bring Chicago another championship? Probably not, but we'll see. So that's going to end part 1 of my new series. Comment down below what team you would like me to do in maybe part 2 or 3, because I already think I'm going to do the Raptors in the next part, and then maybe the Pistons after. But comment down below any other teams you would like me to do. And yeah, that's going to wrap my video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.